everyone, thanks for joining me today. Finally I get to do a Facebook Live. Now I will give you the heads up, I might get a bit out of breath because my lungs are still recovering from being unwell over the last couple of weeks. So I've been having a think, having a play. There's an outgoing catalogue which has, and the rain has just started, there is an outgoing catalogue which has some amazing stuff that's retiring. I have a stamp set, a die set with a coordinating embossing folder that I haven't used, so that's what we're seeing today. And it's all reduced on special and there's free shipping today only, so I thought we might get, do a couple of two birds, one stone. So I'll also pop a link in my, after I finish the video, so that you can, if you haven't got a demonstrator already or are not a demonstrator and you'd like to get a Stampin' Up catalogue, I'll pop a link in the comments so that you can also ask me for a catalogue. So let's get started, because I don't know how long my voice is going to last and how long my breath is going to last, so before I need a break. So let's turn this camera around. You'll get to see a little bit of our wet weather happening. It's damp. All right, and on the table today we've got Art and Bloom, which is one of a nice set that I actually really like it, but I mean, I've had it for months, just never used it, as you do. So I'll just get everything sort of happening. We've got a stamp set, we've got a, I'll just turn all my volumes off. We've got a stamp set, we've got an embossing folder, which is one of our 3D embossing folders, so I'll show you how we use that. And we also have a die set. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it so that I can see our comments, because I think I need to be able to do that as well, but I'm a bit, COVID has played havoc with my brain, so I'm a bit, how's your father at the moment. Now, this is a new catalogue that's coming. I can only show you the front, but the front is really pretty. So, of course, you want to be able to see that. And, yeah, so you want to be able to see that. Like, if you want it's better in paper, I'm not allowed to show you inside until you actually get your own copy. There will be a PDF that comes up on the day that the catalogue goes live, and you'll be able to see the catalogue then. All right, so I'm not going to be able to see comments, I don't think, unless someone wants to say hello and let me know they're there, and I'll see. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer today, but that's all right. We'll get started and we'll get it happening. It's mucking up on me, and them's the breaks. All right, so we've got an embossing folder, which I'm going to be using the cut and emboss machine for. And now I can't even see. I'm hoping that it's still going live. All right, I don't even know what this stupid computer's doing, but all right, I'm hoping that this is still all working. Maybe the rain's knocked me out. Okay, so hopefully it'll come up. I'll catch up with some comments shortly. I've actually already set up my stamps, so they're all already on the things, on the blocks. Now, I've got a blog hop going live today with a scrapbook page, so I'll just pull the scrapbook page in and I'll just give you a quick sneak peek of that. Okay, so this is a scrapbook page and it was using vellum, so I'm going to show you how you can colour things like the filigree type flowers that we can cut out with our dies, how we can colour them when we've made them with vellum. If you want to see a full one of this page, this is just a page I did when I was away. If you want to see the full version of it, you can go and hop over to my blog and have a look. There is a link somewhere on my page. I think it's in the bio. There's a high link, a link that has all of my, what are they called? All of my social media links on it. All right. Okay, now I can see it happening. All righty. Yay. If I do that, that's the wrong button. Maybe if I do that one. No, it's not going to let me do it. Okay. I'll just have to watch for comments after. I'll answer all your comments later if I don't answer them whilst I'm talking. All right, so this is a interesting link. Get my thoughts together. Interesting set. The 3D embossing folder has the 3 flowers. We also have the 3 flowers in the stamp set. They actually match the 3 flowers in the embossing folder. But even better, this is the die set. They match this die as well to cut them out. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. This is the first time I've had it out of the packet, so just bear with me a little bit. Alrighty, I'll just pop this to the side. I'm going to be using the in colours that are staying because there's quite a few. There's some nice pinks. There's that pale papaya in there, the fresh freesia, and the polished pink. So I've got some nice colours that I can do my flowers with. All right. The main floral, feature, the outline of it is a single stamp. You will note that it's a large photopolymer stamp, so when you are taking it off your block, you do have to be a little bit careful that you don't tear it. This stamp set is now reduced from $45. It's gone down to $27. So if you really wanted to, you could purchase 2 of them and you could chop them up if you wanted to. But if you're using that, you will need them to stay all together to be able to use the hybrid folder and the set of dies to go with them. But the stamp set's been reduced with the clearance specials down to $27. The dies and the folder come as a pack. They used to be $57, they're down to $34.20. So they're in the online store at the moment. There is free shipping today on any orders over $65. Don't buy the bundle because the bundle's still at the 2 big prices joined together minus 10%. You actually want to buy them separate at the moment because you actually get a better deal. And that's with a lot of stamp sets and die coordinating dies or punches that are in the clearing items. They're actually better value if you buy them separately at the moment. Okay, so photopolymer stamp set. So I do need my piercing mat. I've got too much stuff on my table as per normal. All right, I've got a evening evergreen card base. And I've pulled in because I wasn't sure, there's my envelope, I've pulled in because I wasn't sure which colour I was going to frame it with. These are the in colours that we're playing with. Okay, so we've got evening evergreen, polished pink, just jade, fresh freesia, and our pale papaya. There is coordinating ribbons. I've just left the evening evergreen over there on the bench because I don't need it. There is currently coordinating jewels. The jewels are retiring. Okay, the other goodies aren't. These are staying as well. I can get them out. These also are the 3 floral colours that I'm going to be using. So I thought, you never know, I might be able to stick one of these in there. They're the loose flower flourishes. Say that fast. I don't think I could. All right. So I'll just fold my green piece, my evening evergreen piece in half. To do this, I use the stubs of my fingernails because I keep my fingernails short. Having been a nurse for so long, it's just one of those things that I now do. We're never able to grow them. Same as no jewellery, you know, in the nursery and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I'm not sure which, although my favourite seems to be the pale papaya out of this lot. Although greens are always my favourite. And then I've got my basic white piece. So what we're going to do with our basic white piece is we're going to stamp on it with these. Okay. So I'm actually going to stamp them in the pale papaya, which I better, where's my spoon gone? There it is. Just going to give it a massage. My ink pads are really juicy. You'll notice if anyone's buying any of the retired ink pads, I don't know, they've been coming super juicy, so juicy that they've leaked into they all come wrapped in plastic, they leak into the plastic because they're so juicy. So just be aware of that. It wipes off, just a bit messy. I put gloves on to do the last one that I did. So, but anyway, we wouldn't be able to tell. Because it's a big stamp, I do like to ink it up this way. With pale papaya being a pale colour, you can do the no-line watercolouring with it, which is something that I'm not doing today, but I will do it another time. I haven't put my stickers. See how this one's got the sticker on the bottom on here? And I use Japanese on the other end, just because I can. I haven't done it with this one just because I haven't. So I want them. I haven't used it before. Which way up do they go? Where did I put my folder? That's not very good. So they're going to go, I want them to go that way. Just huff on it a bit because I let it dry. So I'm sticking these in the middle. Okay, probably could have stuck them up a little bit higher, but I didn't. I'm going to clean this because I'm liable to, my desk is quite full because of all the stamps and everything. Just using my good old sponge, my chamois. They've all recently been washed. Would you believe that? I recently washed these, my blending brushes, the whole kit and caboodle, or my everything like that. Just shove it through the washing machine in a bra bag, and then hang it out. Okay, so that's those done. Each of the flowers has a solid element that you can use if you want to give them a bit of colour. Either that, or you can bring in a blending brush and you can just put a little bit of colour on that way. The choice is yours. Because we've got the stamp here, I'm going to use it. I'm going to actually pop, I'm going to stamp it off because I know how wet my ink pad is. So I'll just pop a piece of paper here. And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So see how wet my, why is that bit not stamping? Just maybe because I haven't stuck it on there right. Let's see. All right, let's give it a scrub. This is a new set, so I did give it a bit of a scrub before, but okay. I only want this really pale. And you belong to, who do you belong to? This one looks like it should belong to this one, but it's just going to be a matter of, there it is. That's where I started. Rolling it round to make it, so you can see it's just got a little bit of colour. Okay, it doesn't need a lot. Pretty. We'll do this one. Prepare it with a little bit of ink. Turn it round. I did that one a bit skewy, but you know what? It looks good. And nobody said you have to do them all in the one colour. However, I am going to, for the purpose of this. I could actually do them all in different colours. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm putting shadows. And I don't want to. Okay, so that's those. Here's another piece. Let's do a fresh Flourishes set as well. Love this colour. It's so pretty. Stamp that. And push it up a bit higher. Oh, look at that. How nice is that? Okay, so there's nothing stopping you colouring this 3 times. I have to clean these ones off. And then you could use one of each colour on each card. It's one way to do it. Now, this ink pad, let me show you, is really juicy. So it bubbles a little bit. See how it bubbles? But using a spoon, if you give it a bit of a massage, it pushes the ink down underneath the, just a little bit lower, because when our ink pads are closed, the ink pad is stored so that all the ink sits on top. See the difference? Okay, this one here goes this way. I didn't stamp this one off because I actually want it to be a little bit darker, just so that we can see the difference. This one here is going to go this way. I don't think I washed this one. And this one here, I'm going to stamp off just because I can. And it goes this way. Beauty about photopolymer, you can see straight through the top. See how the different colours? So that when our ink, so what I was saying before, when our ink pads close, they close so that now when I'm storing it, my ink pad, all of my ink is going to be sitting on the surface of that ink pad. Okay, so I've done both of those. All right, I should have stamped my leaves while I was at it, because I'll need some leaves. So we'll get some leaves, because then I can die cut it all in one go, because I didn't prepare any earlier. So I'll bring this back in. So we've got Evening Evergreen and we've got Soft Succulent in this set. I'm thinking that I might, let me see, they're quite subtle colours. I really want to do one in Polished Pink as well. No, I don't. Maybe. We'll see. Because there's little flowers in there. I might use those instead. Leaves. There's two different sorts of leaves. We've got a double set and a single set. I'm thinking I might do the little tiny leaves in the pale Soft Succulent, and I'll do the bigger leaves in the other one. Okay. So I'll do, this is Soft Succulent. Cutting out some leaves to cut out. Okay. This is going to be super juicy. So I am stamping them off because I don't need super juicy leaves. What I do need is some leaves on the inside of my card. All right. Oh, and this one. Okay, so there's two sets of those. And we'll do a couple of these ones. This is Evening Evergreen. How nice is that one? Look at that. Gotta love that one. It is a nice colour, isn't it, Chris? Alrighty. Yes, there's some nice colours. And that one. And that one. Oh, we need some odd numbers. Okay, we can go there. Let's see how good this one is. Which way round does it go? I'm thinking that way. Yep, perfect. Don't think too hard, I would say. Oh, this is a pretty set. I wish I pulled it out sooner. Has anyone else got this set? Okay. 3 leaves. Alright. Now, I also have a scrap of vellum. I'll use those. So, just pull this baby in. Alright, let's make sure that you can see what I'm up to. Okay. Alright, got me in full screen mode, but I don't need me in full screen mode over here. That's what I need. Okay, so you can see. Alright, so we're going to, alright, I'm feeling brave. So Stampin's upside up. Alright, the texture on here is just divine. Okay, so 3D embossing folder, so we need number 1 and we need number 4. Okay, we need this. Probably should have tried this out before I did my video so that to make sure that I was doing it right, shouldn't I? Okay, so on the Stampin' Up side, I've got, there's like little groovy things for it to sit in. It's quite neat, so it doesn't it doesn't wiggle, see? Now the trick is, okay, to get this lined up. It's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. A bit of paper, that is. That looks pretty smick. Only that bottom corner is going to be an issue, but that's right. So popping the bendy bit fold, my mouth just doesn't work at the moment, into the cut and emboss first. Stick number 4 on top. Send it through. It'll bang and clang a bit. Okay, and then look at this. How cool is that? I've got one piece, and look, it's got all embossing on it, and they've got 3 separate flowers. Right. You don't need to cut them out if you don't want to. You can do it all as one piece. That's not a problem. Let's put those to the side. So we'll do this one. Oops. So I'm just holding on to it like so and sliding my paper around until my flower or flowers, you can see they're lined up with the, more or less with the edge of the petal there. And then I'll close my embossing folder. This one I've stamped a wee bit better. I think that's just because I had that one up so high. Remember how I said I was just going to go up a bit higher? Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine works in both directions. So we'll send this one back through this way. Just making sure that that spine's in the right direction. Okay. And now we have a pale papaya set. Again, I cut them out because I wanted to. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could cut out, like you could just emboss it. That the choice would be yours. You could emboss this area. You could do this one in green, and you could do lots of things. Lots of fun with that one. But how pretty is that? It's a really pretty embossing folder anyway, even without all the extra bits and cutting it out. So I've got all these little bits here, all labeled like sitting on my desk, but I need this one, and I want these. I'm going to do something different with these bits, and I want that one, and then there's 2 leaves as well. So now I'm just going to cut out normal. So we need number 2 and number 3. Possibly need some washi tape because my number 3 plates are in such fine condition. We're going to put, okay, which one's got it? That way. That one on there. That one on there. Is everyone holding their tongue right for me? I'll send it through a couple of times. This will fit through your, these ones will fit through your mini. Oops. Hope I didn't just, everyone bumping along with me. I did wiggle it. Old bugger. Well, that one's a dud. Thought I wiggled it. That's all right. I'll put you in. And where'd I put the little ones? Don't know why they just did that. They stuck to the AirPod thing. It must be a magnet. put that one in there. Again, hold my tongue correct. The other one went wiggly because the top plate wiggled. Okay. See how dodgy I cut these ones. Well, I'll just say there's a magnetic plate coming. And if you're really good at cutting dodgy like I am, a magnetic plate is your friend. I might stamp some more. How many leaves did I end up with that look sort of okay? 1, maybe 2. Well, that's not fun. I could probably get away with that one. And if I put that one in the other direction, no, that one's not going to work. So I need some more leaves. Anyone ever do that? End up with a whole heap of leaves and stuff because of the way that you cut them? Oh, ink pad. Ink pad. Ink pad. I really like the dark ones. I think we need more dark ones. Dark. Dark. Do 2 of these. Another 2. See how I go. Oh, I nearly forgot to stamp it off. Now, the other thing that's good about this is, I only want a little sentiment, but so I'm going to cut it off like so, is that I can send it through at the same time. Alright, close that up so I don't put it in the way. Bring this baby back. I'll just coat with the little leaves. Okie dokie. Oh, I put that on an angle. That's the way I want to do it because I want to cut this out. And they go in so much better if you have them on an angle. This works nicer if you hold it down. I'm just picking some washi tape off my table. And force it into submission, like so. Now, somewhere on the table, here it is, was the other one. Okie dokie. So has anyone made the most of the fact that you can get free shipping today? I'm going to put an order in for the stuff that I use all the time, like my envelopes and my adhesives. The adhesives are going up in the new catalogue. Or some of the adhesives are going up in the new catalogue. So I'm going to stock up on things like dimensionals because I use so many of them. And envelopes and my basic white cardstock because I just seem to use so much of that too. Right, so there's my tag. Look at that. That's better. Looking forward to the... Seriously? We don't need that one. Okay. I can't believe I did that. Okay. So the other little thing I've got hiding here is a piece of vellum. Now, vellum is cool. I am wondering, you know what I'm wondering? Should we try something new? I'm going to cut out some things in vellum because I want to colour them in. But I'm just looking at some of those leaves and they look like they are the same size. Why does this feel so light? Probably because it's vellum. Okay. I do need a couple of these, so I'll just send these through again. Cuts 2 at a time. Come on, out you come. You don't want to stay there. Oops. Send it through on an angle. Has anyone else noticed that? When you send things on a bit of an angle, as long as they're not straight on, they seem to cut so much better, especially the really big things like that sentiment strip. Okay, peel those off there, get rid of this so my desk can stop wobbling. Right. So I've got some little flowers and I've got some leaves in vellum. I'm going to show you how I coloured the vellum with my, I just coloured the vellum on, for that scrapbook page, I coloured the vellum with my blending brushes. So I'm just going to show you that you can get quite a variety of colour. You will need something. You can colour the vellum before you cut it. You can colour the vellum after you cut it. If you're colouring the vellum after you've cut it, I'll give you a heads up. You need something to hold it down. Okay, look how clean they came up. Not bad, hey? Okay, so this is just a little bit of the evening evergreen. I'm just going to hold it down with my brush. Oh, there's a little bit stuck there with my brush. With my take a pick tool, so I don't get it on my fingers. And so you get quite a nice colour. Just poke out these extra bits. Didn't matter that they were still in there when I was colouring it. Alright, just for a little bit of something different. Okay, so I'll just colour the rest of them. Got a bit more ink on here. You can put as much ink or as little ink as you like on them. Okay. Here's the other one. Which side's up? Up. Just got to make sure you do the right side up. Probably end up using more of these than the stamped ones, although I do like those stamped ones. Okay. So that's our leaves. And we use some polished pink for our little flowers. These are going to be bright. And they're rather cute. So it cuts three at a time. There's also a little flower stamp as well. Okay, might just hold on to a petal. The beauty about doing this is you actually get, you actually get a bit of variation in your petal. They're sticking to the table, the piece of paper underneath the brush, so I'm not needing to hold them down, but they keep running away from me. But you get a little bit of variation in your petals, so which is good. Because no flowers are completely solid colour, are they? If we want to go, not take out our artistic expression. Did I lose one? Where'd it go? There's only 5 here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Some little pink flowers. Okay. So, alrighty, so let's pop this baby together. And then we'll work out what colour is going to work best underneath it. So, it's a matter of just deciding which one of these I want. Now, I did have 2. So this one's a bit higher, which I actually think I like better because it leaves some room for my sentiment. However, I've come off a little bit down here. I'm sure my friend won't notice, but I know. So I'm inclined to go with this one. And I'll just pop that one to the side. Now, I've got some nice great big holes there, because I'm actually going to put the sentiment here like so. The sentiment's going to get stamped on there in the evening evergreen, and then I have to decide what colour of these I'm going to put there. If anyone that's watching would like to say what colour they want, they're most welcome to, whilst I stamp my sentiment. So I'm just putting here dear friend. Whilst I've been sick, it was one of my friend's birthday, and I didn't even get to the post office to send her a card. So I'm going to send her a card soon, as I finished it. All right. Okay. So put dear friend. The beauty of this is, I'm going to say that I won't get it crooked, but I didn't do too bad. So because it's a belated birthday card, I'm not putting happy birthday on it. I'm just putting dear friend on the front. Okay. Sound like a good plan? All right. So nobody suggested a colour to me. So I'm thinking I put pale papaya. I can have some, just depends on what colour flowers I want to use. You're pretty. You're pretty. And then I could use that one, or I could do them all the same. All right. Or I could just do that one freesia colour, or I could put the green underneath and then it won't matter. Oh, I'm actually thinking I like that. I really think I need to make another flower, because how good would that look as polished pink up there? No, we'll stick with this, I think. Yeah, okay. And I'm thinking that we need that soft succulent, because this is the other option. Now that looks pretty good. Too many decisions to make. Let's go with soft succulent, because I can't make a decision. Okay, I'm going with soft succulent. Decision made. No one else has helped me with the decision, but that's all right. If I wanted to, I could have shoved this through the embossing folder, and then it would have had all of the leaves on it and just added the flowers on top of it. But I wanted to show you how to do it this way, and I should have moved my mat. Okay. All right. And then I'm actually going to stick that on flat, but I'm thinking that I need some ribbon. What colour ribbon should we have? Don't mind my snoring dogs, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's this one. Maybe I won't use ribbon. I might not need it. Probably don't need it actually. Not considering what else I'm going to do. Okay, no ribbon, so I can glue this down. That was a hard decision to make. So I'm just going to glue this piece down, because I'm not going to use any ribbon. Put your ribbon a little bit there. Okay, just want to make sure, especially those little bits in the center stick. Okay, and stick that down there. I'm going to stick dimensionals underneath my flowers. Can't remember what ones I made the decision about. Probably just changed it all up again. Let's go with that. Alright. Okay, sorry about the wobbly table. And then I've got another set for another card. How cool is that? Okay, so I'm going to stick dimensionals under all of these. If you've got the dimensional sheets, they're really handy for this. And I am sticking them like so that I can actually put my leaves in separate. Because I don't know where I want to stick my leaves yet. I know I'm not sticking them down the bottom though. And we'll go 3 on this one. Okay, just stick these on. And by doing that, I don't know about you, but I just really like that effect. So it just gives it that extra little bit of height. So it makes the 3D embossing folder stick up a bit more. It's pretty cool, isn't it? You just got to make sure you get your head on the right angle when you're sticking it down. Alright, and this one. Sorry about my puppy. She's having a lovely sleep though. Okay, my sentiment's going to go on with some dimensionals as well. And I'm just going to use my snips, which is somewhere here on my table. I think I want it about so. See these nice little long bits along here? They're great for sentiment strips. So are the minis, actually, but I don't have any of them on the table. Okay. And there we go. Alright, now need some greenery on here. What have I got happening? I've got the leaves I've coloured, and I've got the leaves that I haven't, that I've stamped. Where's my, don't take a pick tool, I just want to pop you up a bit, because I'm thinking you can go in under here, and you can go in under here. Alright. No, I'm actually not going to use this one, I don't think. Doesn't work as well. Yes. Actually, yes I will, because I'm going to slip it under there. So I'll put these little ones around. So put a little bit of adhesive on them. Just use my pick tool to pick that up a bit so that I don't end up with adhesive absolutely everywhere. I may. And this one can go in under here. Because I like where they've landed. Hello. Maeve says hello, everyone. Okay. Beautiful. Now these babies, just pop a little bit of adhesive straight up the spine. Less is best. Okay. I'm going to add that one underneath there, and I'm also going to shove it under there. Got to poke all these little bits out as well. Yeah. They're both different. One's fat and one's skinny. Okay. Put you in a little bit more. Again, just straight down that seam. Doesn't need a lot of it. This stuff works so well that they don't need a lot of adhesive. Trying not to run into dimensionals underneath here. You can go out a little bit over the edge of your card, but not far. There's a dimensional under there. And then take your pick tool. I know they're vellum. I know you'll see them a little bit, but you don't need a lot of glue. And I just want to put that there. There is a wrong side and a right side, because like one side's got like a little lip, and that's the side I've put the colour on. So I because otherwise the glue would make it run, for want of a better word. And I'll stick that one there. And I might put another one under here. Just need them to cluster together a little bit, because they look better when they do. Whoops. Yeah, perfect. I've still got 3 left, so I could add one over here. Yeah, we'll add one there. And just again, a little tiny bit of glue. Could have stuck these on first. But it's a bit like, once it's on, you know where, at least this way you know where they're going to go. And then we've got these babies. These are not self-adhesive. They need you to put adhesive on them. So there's a pink one. You're not going to work. What colour do you reckon? I can see Chris's online, but I'm just wondering what colour. That's pretty. And then I could add some of these little ones. That's what I'll do. Yeah, come on, back in the box. There's teeny little ones as well as big ones. And they're an acrylic and they're pretty. Okay. So when I'm putting these on, I'll put a tiny little glue dot where I want them to land, approximately. So that I can just stick them on it. The big one, you can use a glue dot. These ones are too small for a glue dot. And you can go here too. So put you there. All right, So what I've done is I've just put the glue dots there, and then I can use my take your pick tool with the putty end, and I can actually just put it on the glue dot, which will give it a chance to dry. Oh, on the dot of glue. They're not actual glue dots. Sorry, just making sure I'm clear there. I think I probably need a pink one rather than that mauve one. Yeah, you'll do. Looking pretty. Okay, so how good does that look? I think I need another leaf up here. Part of it. Yep, I do. If your dimensionals are too close underneath, you can cut your leaf, but I don't need to. Okay. Another leaf. How pretty does that look? Long lid. So while those little flowers are drying, I can do my inside. Didn't need to use my, what's it call it? My ribbon, or for my flower at all, or for my card at all, did I? Or my other bits of card. So to do my inside, because I like to do insides and I like to do envelopes. So we've got, make sure we do it right. We've got a portrait card and I've got an envelope. I am thinking, where is the big stamp? Where did I put it there? I'm thinking that we'll just go with the freesia, the fresh freesia coloured ones, because I really like that. And this could go like so. And then there's this. That one. That's you. And this one here. I am then going to stick my spare leaves. Look at that, there's a good leaf. And then I'm going to stick my, tempted to stick my good leaves over it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to put these little babies in here as well. Where did the other one go? There was a third, there was, no, it's on the front. Okay, maybe not. Nah, just going to stamp in it. Where is the big leaf? There's its inside. Oh, here it is. Envelope. That's one side. And the front. So I'm just going to leave those as lined because they look good. So that's the envelope. Excuse me. And let's get some, we'll put some leaves on the inside just so that it breaks up the colour. And it brings in the colour from the from the, what's that called? The actual cardstock at the back. Okay, and this one. Oops. I was going to say I couldn't do that twice if I tried. Okay, and that's my inside done. Before I send this one away, I'll be putting a happy birthday on it. This stamp set doesn't have a happy birthday in it. We've got a Never Not Loving You, dear friend, you're a rare find, and thanks for making me happy. So, and then it's got some tiny little flowers as well, but I don't think they'll fit in my space. No, they don't. They're not needed. I also like these dots and these lines, but there's only so many stamps you can use on one card. What do you reckon? I think, yeah, feeling good, they've dried. Alright, so let's just open this up and pop, close this, pop this on my inside. Okay, so next week I've got a class. It's a Stampin' Stack for those that would like to join us. You're most welcome. I've also got a call out for those that want catalogues to let me know. How's, oh, some dimensionals. How's that? What do you think? Where's my envelope one? Here it is. And I've got a few little spares left over for another card. Okay, didn't use those. But yeah, don't mind my cramped space. All right. There's the outside again. You're around. Thank you, Glenda. It has come up nicely, hasn't it? Alrighty, so that's me for today. I think I need a rest now. I hope you like this stamp set. The Art in Bloom stamp set's on special, as are the dies and embossing folder combination. Free shipping today if you want to grab some for yourself. And I'll catch up with you all later. Bye.